Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcoming each one of you to this event, which was thought over, not really long back, and you all participated, agreed to participate. Thank you for your participation. We are going to speak about women empowerment. As a woman, Noor would talk about what she would want to do, how she would want to do, what support she would like to have. As men, you are going to talk about how you think women can go forward and how do you think you can support them move forward and what benefits the society when women move forward, right? So thank you for being here. This is Sapna Narayan, your English confidence building coach, the author of the book With English Be Distinguished, and also a corporate trainer. Let's start with Noor. We'll have the lady going first. And Noor, I would want you to introduce yourself. I can introduce you as my friend, but I think you would be better placed to introduce yourself. I'm going to allow you to do this. And let me tell you that the people you see here are part of the Clubhouse group that we have built in due course of time. And from Clubhouse, we've been interacting, learning, practicing together. And today we are on this Zoom platform trying to speak our mind on the topic women empowerment. Over to you, Noor. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to represent the Clubhouse group. Started as a casual listening mode to, more of a participation that I'm, involved in. Wonderful to be here. And yes, on this occasion, Women's Day, and there are more men to talk about. That's wonderful. Things are changing and I'm happy to see it. That's really wonderful. So yeah, to briefly introduce myself, which is already mentioned in the group. So I'm a humble, kind, gentle, yet passionate and curious girl. I'm a mass comm graduate from Bangalore University. I have big dreams. I want to be a lot of things. But yeah, after working for over a decade in the corporate world, I am taking a leap of faith and want to start my career in research and academics. So yeah, originally I'm from Bangalore and I want to travel the world and explore various cultures, meet people, share experiences and stories. So this is me in a very brief introduction. Yes, the topic is very interesting. Um, it's not a conventional topic, I must say, and thanks to Sapna that you've chosen such a simple yet thought-provoking topic. So let me just read it out. As a woman, what is that you would like to achieve and what kind of support you are looking for? So yeah, yet again, welcome to all the speakers as well as the listeners present here. Some sharing thoughts, some bold, some frank. It's wonderful to be a part of this community. Okay, so before I begin, let me start with a quote by a French feminist and a philosopher named Simone de Beauvoir. She says, it is perfectly natural for the future women to feel indignant at the limitations posed upon her by her sex. The real question is not why she should reject them. The problem is rather to understand why she accepts them. It's a beautiful quote which talks about how women accept the situation and give up on their dreams. Things are changing. Yes, today's women are more confident, are ready to break free from the shackles of society to realize their dreams. I too count myself in the same league. As a woman, as a girl, since childhood, I have always been a keen observer, and attention to detail has been my forte. Until recently, I wasn't aware of the wealth of knowledge I had gained through this one naive quality in the form of experiences. Now I want to reap its benefits and would like to present myself to the society to resolve some of the crucial contemporary predicaments faced by the common citizenry. I am passionate about society, and I would like to become a social scientist in a few years to come. Well, the support I seek is actually beyond comprehension. As a single parent of two young minds, I have more expectations from the society, the surroundings, than a normal person. I look for support in creating a safer community for our children to live in, make their future better, a safer ecosystem to express ideas, opinions, and choices. In each of our it is our responsibility, individuals' responsibility, to cater to our mental well-being. So for me, it is very important that we remain passionate about what we want to achieve and work towards it every day, every minute. Yeah, that's all I want to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Noor. I hope you all can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. I can definitely hear you.
Yes, ma'am, you can.
Yeah. Was I audible? Was it clear?
It was clear. It was clear.
Okay.
Thank you, Noor, for voicing. You can't hear me?
You
were
can.
audible. You were audible.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you, Noor, for your thoughts. Thoughts on the topic, women empowerment. And do we have everyone connected properly? Can everyone just unmute and say something?
I think
Can you hear me?
your voice is lagging, Sapna.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, now what do we do about this?
I don't know.
Yes. Yeah. I can hear everyone.
You are audible, but
I think
the
we
video
can just
is not
continue,
visible.
is it?
Video is stuck. Yeah, we can only hear you.
Mine?
Yes, your
Yes, ma'am.
video. Now it's okay. I think it's just lagging.
Let me
There's
just
some
change
network issue.
It's okay? Doesn't sound too good.
You should shake a little bit too. Yes, it seems fine. Seems fine to me.
Okay, so thank you, Noor, for your thoughts on the topic, women empowerment, and also your participation. I think it is because of you and the rest of you that I had the power to even think or to have an event of this sort, because I knew I had people who are passionate and who are very active who would support me if I try to do something for them. Coming to what you expect from the society, yes, a safer ecosystem, greater support from men, and we can see the men out here who are here to talk about women empowerment. So that is one huge step that we can already see that we have support. So moving over to the men, who wants to go next? Is it Nagraj?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead, Nagraj. Why don't you introduce yourself to the world?
Yes, ma'am. So, hi everyone. I am Nagraj J. I am graduated in engineering in 2019, and now currently I'm preparing for a competitive examinations to be an government employee. And in the meantime, I'm working on my English communication skills. And during the time, I met Sapna ma'am in the clubhouse, and here we are so conducting these sessions. And thank you so much, ma'am, for organizing this. It definitely improves our communication skills, and as well as it is a social skill which is in need of the hour, and it will empower women and as well as us. Thank you so much, ma'am. So coming to the topic about the women empowerment. So of course we observe this Women's Day and on 8th of March every year, and I do have I prepared my own background, ma'am. So with your permission, if I can change it, so I will change it for a second. Ma'am, you are muted.
Yeah, but your background is mirror image actually.
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't know if it would help. You can go ahead. So I think Nagraj is on the phone.
So this is the poster actually, the representing Malala Yousafzai.
Ah, okay.
Nice.
Nice. Go ahead.
Now it's clear, I think.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am.
Go ahead. What happened? Oh, you could have just continued.
So actually, like I prepared that especially for this occasion, where she is the best example, ma'am, the Malala Yousafzai, where she stood by her opinion that women should be educated, and she is from, of course, Pakistan. But the intention of her is the one which needs to be admired by everyone, and of course, she is the youngest Nobel Peace Prize laureate, and she's of my age actually, and it is quite fascinating for me. So to accomplish such a great um, an endeavor in such a short human span, human life. So that is my point of view on this. The first thing is, so we observe this Women's Day every year in order to empower women, of course, and to spread information or the message that women are also an equal being, and even they deserve an equal opportunities as men do. So at first it definitely I found it very ridiculous, because we are observing such a day which reflects that the kind of society that we are living in, where such a racism exists, that we are so against a woman, and we differentiate them, and which needs to be changed. And quite fascinatingly, even in the ancient times, it was a matriarchal society where the women are considered as the one who is the head of the house. But uh, as the time rolled, it somehow got changed to patriarchal society. And again, we need to change that. And it is possible by clearing out the prejudice, and even it is represented in the politics. For example, if you consider the politics, the political point of view, we can observe that even the women parliamentarians, the number of women parliamentarians are very less, and even in the work, the women CEOs are very less. And so these are the these are the structural changes which needs to be changed. And by that, by giving the women more leadership roles, so we can change we can change this prejudice which is exists for decades. And as far as the women that are around me, so how do I want them to excel? Is they have to remove that, they have to get away from that prejudice. And because like even I interacted with many women, and I found that some of them are very friendly, but few of them are very like nervous, and they think like maybe I'm going to misbehave with them in the next minute.
Oh,
So so in that time I felt like even I get demotivated to talk with other women. So because it is a human tendency that we generalize things. So whenever you think like, okay, so this is how the women's are, or something like that, and I don't blame them. So it is the structural change, the behavioral change which needs to be brought in, and it is possible by giving women in more leadership roles. And I think the virtues that I expect from the woman is like all all the virtues that I expect from a normal human being, that is human human. So by considering this, that even women as any other individual, and not as a man or woman, is the first step in the right direction. So it is our responsibility to treat them in that way, as just a normal human being. And that is all, ma'am. So that is my point of view on this. And as I already said, we do have a great woman already here. The best example is Sapna ma'am itself, where she is organizing, and she is the CEO of Career Enterprises also. Or maybe
yes.
next time I'll put your pic in the background, ma'am.
I would love that. Let me reach that level. Thank you so much, Nagraj. You have a knack of, charm. You have the charm within you. Because every time you speak, you have a wonderful punchline. And that has me nicely smiling all the time. So thank you so much,
Thank,
Nagraj, for your
thank.
participation yet again, for your passion for speaking and participating. And this is a huge support for me. And now let's go to Bhargav. He's actually stopped somewhere, has arranged for a great background behind himself. So over to you, Bhargav. Go ahead, introduce yourself very quickly. Tell us where you are. And
Well, yes. Thank you,
yeah,
ma'am. Thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. And talking of me, this is Bhargava Sai Nikhilji. I'm 25. I'm a passionate mechanical engineer. I have been working for hydro energy sector for this organization named Greenco Group from the past 3 years here in Himachal Pradesh. I've been traveling to the uh, corners of the state, and not only the state but also the country, on the name of in the name of job. Well, that's pretty much about me. And I love innovation. I love interacting with people, learning something new from everyone, because I believe that everyone has got their own experience, and which we can learn from their experience. That would definitely enrich our lives as well. So, and also I would take this opportunity with both of my hands in order to speak on the topic. What is the way that I could help women in empowering, or uh, in empowering them on the occasion of Women's Day that is celebrated on March 6th every year.
March 8th.
Sorry, March 8th.
Today's
March
6th.
8th every year. Yeah. See, I don't want to particularly concise on celebrating these particular days called Father's Day, Mother's Day, but yet I'll take up this occasion. I'll take up this occasion as an opportunity to just share my views. What actually I had been what actually have been running through when I first saw this uh, topic. Uh, so as a human, as a male human, precisely, I would like to see every female as an equal part of this society ecosystem, because um, there are various rules and regulation laws, everything surrounded by the women, because they are precious. Yes, of course they are precious. They are not only precious because they are the powerhouse of the family. Just like I have this comparison, in every cell there is this particular substance called mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell. Similarly, a woman in a family is a powerhouse, because she not only takes care of herself, in the process of taking care of her own family, she loses interest in taking care of herself. Just like the way Sapna ma'am, and I was also fortunate to see Noor Jahan with us, who has uh, been a replica of it. She has been bothered about her two children rather than herself. So I will have to salute such type of women who had been empowering themselves. Not only themselves, they are becoming examples. They are setting up they are the epitomes of love, care, and responsibility. But we male, I'm not. I mean, what do you say? I'm not against male, but yes, the society. But they are. We have someone who will bother about us. So, speaking of my responsibility, what is the help that I would be doing? Not I would be, I will be doing. Is I will stop. I will take the responsibility of empowering women right from myself, right from my own family. I don't want to pass statements. This has to be done. That has to be done. Blah blah blah. I'm not. I'm completely against that, because change is possible with a single human. If everyone thinks in that perception, the change will automatically happen, and we will all be happy to see that. Firstly, these days I could see women infertility being the common problem these days. When you come to know, I have to say I'm really sorry for this advanced technology that could sense the gender of the baby before taking the birth, uh, because that has been the end of many lives, that too particularly girls. Many girl childs, my heart has been throbbing when I see a girl child in the dustbins, or on the fencing, or on the fences. I've come across such an instances, and where the society, I don't know what sort of social animal we are. I'm really sorry, I'm getting a bit what do you say, emotional. But yes, there are very sensitive situations that I have seen with my own eyes. I'm not talking of the instances that I had been through in the news. That is all out of syllabus for me, because I have been seeing various uh, circumstances, various situations where women are brutalized. Even I've seen many women who are brutally beaten up just for the name of dowry. What the hell, man? A human, male, you're a man. You can earn. You are known for earning. You're the bread and butter, not only for yourself, for the family also. Where does this woman have this particular responsibility of bringing up the money, not only sacrificing her own self? These are the questions. For me, as I have mentioned already, I would stop this infertility. No matter what, I'll create some. I have been creating some awareness when I come to know my seniors or my colleagues who are going to be fathers. Used to request them in a sarcastic way. If it's a child, please don't end her life at the moment.
Oh,
If it's a girl child, please don't end up her life at that moment. Because here we have our colleagues. They are laborers also, who are uneducated but technically strong with the machines and repairing structures and all. But yet I've started repairing their brains. I'm not a social worker, to be frank, but yes, in a way, I try to stop at least 1%, one drop in an ocean would be useful, I guess, because drops and drops makes ponds at least, not an ocean if needed. And also I used to, I mean, I pledge, I take responsibility of not taking dowry for me and not giving dowry for my cousin sister's marriage as well, which I had taken up the responsibility of doing her marriage uh, right from when I got my job. Then I mean, when the moment I got the offer letter, I told my uh, aunt that I'll take her responsibility of her marriage, and she has. I'm so happy for that. She has given that responsibility in with an open heart. And also the last thing, see, all the things like support, encouragement, these are all being provided to the women just to step out of the house. But yes, women are not willing to step out of the house these days because there have been increased the number of brutality in the open space, be it sexual harassment in the workplace, be it physical attacks on the journey, on the roads. What the hell, man? Even the road is not safe place to the women or girls these days. uh, so this is my responsibility. I'm against the dowry, I'm against labor infertility, and I'm against the dowry system. Hope everyone at least would start up with these small steps. I mean, I would want to finish the statement that I've raised. The three, I mean, there are some important parameters that are required for a woman to step out of the house. See, once after stepping out of the house, uh, please try to respect her. After all, she's a woman and she's a part of your family also. um, and provide the security. The insecurity has become the major obstacle these days because women are have diversified their thinking process. They are also taking up responsibilities not only in space. You see Kalpana Chawla, one of the very own Indian who has taken up, who has been the first woman to step in the space. And there is Kiran Bedi, the first woman IPS, and there are many examples. Just like Nagaraj has also showcased the example of Malala Yousafzai. Uh, she's from a country where women are brutally ill-treated. Uh, but yes, she had come out. That requires a lot of strength, not only by words but by acts also she has done. And I've been listening to her podcast when I started to polish up my language, particularly English. So, well, thanks a lot, ma'am. Thanks a lot for being so patient and listening to me. I'm really thankful to everyone who has been listening to me so patiently. Thank you so much. I've even though I know that I have surpassed the time limit, I'm really sorry for that. And thanks a lot. And a very happy Women's Day to each and every one of you.
Thank you, Bhargav. I have
You.
goosebumps all over my arms. You actually pulled up the topic, and I remember the ad of one of the TV serials which we had, um, Balika Vadhu. So they had this weird kind of ad wherein this baby girl is born, and then they show boiling water. I could never see beyond that, and I was like, how can anyone even think of anything like this? Precious life. And Bhargav, oh, I have seen what you mentioned. I've seen only on TV. I haven't seen it, but I know it exists. And if you have actually seen children, baby girls in dustbins and things like that, I know the kind of the kind of feelings and emotions that you are having within yourself. I'm glad that you took the extra few minutes to wrap up whatever was there in your mind. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for your passionate participation. You felt the topic and you participated, Bhargav. Thank you so much. So much gratitude to um, to you coming up with all these points. We all know that, but there's you need a day to pull out all of this and put it out in front of the world again, so that it comes to the fore of our mind. And it should be a happy Women's Day, not only for the women, but also for the men, because they are surrounded by women and they are completely nurtured by women. I don't think any man just came up on their own. So thank you so much, Bhargav. I simply loved it. I have been loving the shares. Noor had to go. She has another event to attend. So she left. We'll be missing. But my friend Jenna Platonis is joining in. I will be happy to welcome her. And Indrapal, welcome to our little event. I would love to see your face and have a great picture as well. Uh, let's go on to Kushveer. Hello, Kushveer.
Hello, Sapna ma'am.
आपकी तबीयत, I hope you're fine now.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm feeling
You
good
look
now.
nice and handsome in those crisp white shirt and your setup, I would say.
Okay, ma'am.
Go ahead, introduce yourself, Kushveer.
Yeah, ma'am. Hello, everyone. I am Kaswir Gujar. I am from Jaipur, Rajasthan. I have passed out from Purnima University, and now I am preparing a MLA post in political life for Malpura constituency, Rajasthan. Come out on topic. I write a few lines on this topic. We live a representative society. We are multicultural, multilingual, and diverse. We all are different with different problems. But when it comes to genders, women have much large problems than men. In one word, with the fine art society and archery, right from the birth, a girl's child is pretty archery in every part of her life. I hate the system. I would like to see society where girls and women are treated equally like men and boys. I would like to see girls and women excel in every fields like jobs, business, and families. Girls and women must have their say in matters regarding family matters or work life. As far as my support to ensure healthy growth of women in society, I really don't have a single species of advice for women because they don't need any advice from me. It's simply like how women understand women's issues better. But I would definitely advise every man in our society to act in a supportive way in every field, be the it your mother, sisters, wives. And this is to our men society. Stop objectifying women. Thanks.
Thank you, Kushveer. You are in politics. आपका बहुत बड़ा रोल है और आप राजस्थान में हैं.
Yeah, ma'am.
So आपकी तो, you know, you have a lot of responsibilities on you to bring about the change. I know there has been a lot of change already, but a lot more needs to be done, I believe. And we are all moving in the right direction. With
Yeah.
you people speaking the way that you are, we are all moving in the right direction. Thank you, guys. And let's go to Baljeet. Hello, Baljeet.
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Welcome, Baljeet. Go ahead, introduce yourself and let's hear you out.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
My name is Baljit and I belong to Haryana, ma'am. Professionally, I am a farmer. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
That's it.
And let's hear, do you want to speak on the topic?
Yeah, ma'am. Sure.
Go ahead. We are eager to hear you.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, yeah, I want to talk about that
Women empowerment.
women empowerment. That okay, you are very, yes, ma'am. You are discussing about it. Yes, of course. You know, women today. Female partner. Okay, that she is a part and parcel of our life. Okay, in our family, in our society, in our workplace, everywhere, right? Nowadays we think that we both are equal, right? That we have same rights, or that nowadays the scenario is changed. Okay, that our orthodox thinking is changes, right? But sometimes we think that female have to fight. Female has to fight for her rights, for equality, in different types of stage, in different types of phase. Like we can take a live example, that safety. Okay, most of the women, okay, they have no right to go outside in the night time, because they have a threat of safety, right? And but if I compare with the Asian countries or European countries, right? So we have a different type of situation. In European countries, okay, I think they feel more safe, right? But sometimes they also face to harassment or different types of crimes, or chasing, evening teaching, or stalkings, all these things, right? And second thing, on workplace, right? For example, we can take two employees that both are same qualified, but sometimes female, they get a low salary, and they have to face many threats also, like everybody wants to flirt with her, or yeah, harassments, or sometimes they think that it is not a employee, but it is a one type of attractive thing, right? So every day she can't focus on her work, that because she's not feeling secure, okay, with such type of environment. Yeah, and besides this, in society also, we have many examples. We have many traditional or orthodox rule and regulations only for female, not more male, right? That a son, okay, he can go everywhere, okay, without any permission of parents, but every time a daughter, she has to ask that mummy, okay, I am going to market, okay, before the evening you have to come back house, right? And yes, ma'am. And second thing, that we have a very awkward rules, that if female have to go after marriage in her husband house, right? But in European countries we have a different scenario, because in European countries every girl, if she is 18 plus, so she has her own house, right? So she will give permission to her husband that you can live with me, okay, in my house, not I won't go to your house, because she is independent already.
Yes.
And second thing, ma'am, we have another world, that that is social media, right? For a long time, around 6 to 7 years, okay, I am very active on Instagram, Facebook, every type of social media. So I have, I think, many friends, both male and female, around the world. But even to European countries, female also, they are facing such type of difficulties, even to social media. Suppose that, okay, I have a female friend from Egypt country, right? So whenever we chat each other and we talk on call, so at that time she told me that, Baljit, okay, I am getting unnecessary calls, unnecessary video calls, okay, from a male, okay, that because she is connected with the social media. So one day she told me that today I blocked around 20 male numbers, only one day. So you can see that what type of threat they have faced to on social media. Yes, ma'am. And I think, yeah, sometimes I think that okay, we today female, okay, she is well educated, high qualified, or in every part of world, okay, she is working as a pilot, or as a teacher, as a yeah, everything you can say. But even to, I don't think that okay, today a female she has a equality. She has a one type of equality, equal rights, equal safety, all these things. So she is fighting. Sometimes, if I am a family member, so okay, I respect my sister, I respect my mother. That's it. But I don't worry about in my neighborhood that there is a sister in my neighborhood, there is a mother, there is another daughter-in-law or sister-in-law, all these things. I don't care because I don't respect them. I only respect my sister and my mother. So such type of double mentality, you can say double-headed mentality we have. So that's why a female has to have to face such type of threats, man. And sometimes, okay, I have to satisfy myself that okay, don't worry, because today a female is so powerful that she can fight, okay, herself. We can take live example that sometimes I think that okay, no need to empower to her, okay, because we have a live example in our, yes, we have live example in our meeting that our ma'am Sapna Narayan ma'am. Yes, you know why? Because I have no need to empower Sapna ma'am because she is empowering us, right? She is the main commander in this meeting. But such type of examples we have very rare. Okay, not okay in our society and everywhere you can't find, right? So sometimes I think, oh my God, okay, we have a such type of personality, okay, very gorgeous and I mean, okay, very beautiful, elegant personality that she is leading this meeting, uh, right? So I think, okay, I can't justify that we need to empowerment to an female or not. So in conclusion, okay, I am already, yeah, confused. Yeah, ma'am. And
I'm already
yes, ma'am. But
confused.
in our, yes, ma'am. Yeah, because we have two scenario in our society today, right? That one side, okay, the Sapna Narayan ma'am, okay, in other side, okay, in my society, in my neighborhood, okay, there are different types of females that sometimes they think that, oh my God, okay, I can't go outside without my husband, without my brother, right? So yeah, well, we need to work out on it, and we are doing such type of. We have very young leader like Khushbir sir or all these. Okay, they are working very well. So okay, we have a proud on all of such type of people. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, ma'am.
Baljeet. You were so prepared. I did not expect this at all because every time I spoke about this, you never actually spoke about this. That you were participating, and I'm actually so happy to hear you. You were, point on a lot of points, and yes, a lot of men don't see women beyond their family as women. They see them as objects. And the sad part is there are so many men who look at women in their house as objects too, which is such a very, very sad thing. And the society can never move forward if this is the thought process. So rightly you said, we are on social media. Um, I have to block people at times because they get too friendly. And I'm not somebody who would be scared of anyone or anything of that sort, because I have seen a different kind of life which not everybody has seen, and that is where my empowerment is coming from. But there are others who really, really need help. And today, whatever I am is because my father, my husband, my son, my daughter, my mother, and my entire family has supported me to be where I am today. The kind of work that I do, the number of strangers I talk to today, plenty. So that is the beauty of it. Thank you for bringing this amazing point out, Baljeet. I have to add that we have rhymes with us. Sorry.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
All right. So we have amongst us Rhymes, M. Sasindran. I can see his name now. Otherwise, I know him as Rhymes Ripple. And Rhymes, go ahead, introduce yourself, and let's hear you out. I'm so excited. I never expected to get this quality of points and this quality of involvement from all of you. Go ahead, Rhymes.
Before getting into topic, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Rhymes. I belong to Kerala. I met Sapna ma'am in Clubhouse, and my participation in Clubhouse was because of my intention to speak English in a better way. Even though I had the opportunity to study in a school where medium was English, medium of teaching was English, but I didn't utilize that opportunity. And I'm at the 30s, and I'm regretting my lost opportunity. But it's always said, better late than never. I'm using the opportunity right now, and I'm trying to channel it to become a better, refined person, better, refined human being by myself. Sorry. So that is my introduction. And coming to the topic, I was preparing for this speech yesterday. Usually, I'm a procrastinator, and I'm a lazy person who actually want to prepare, but will not. Sometimes I will not be able to prepare. So coincidentally, there was this lady called Pragati. She hosted a room on misogyny. So I was a listener there, and I had an opportunity to speak some experience about the misogyny that women around me had to go through. So I think I'm here. I'm here to speak about the ways and the ways that we as a human being or a man should adopt to support a woman. The first thing I think is that we have to unwind our thought process or the programming that has been done to our brains through maybe it is back to 200 or 300 years. The invasion of British has also done so much damage to the outlook of women in Indian society. So these programs or this mentality has been programmed before 300 years ago, and it will take some time, and it should be gradual change that should occur to empower women. And on contrary to the word empowerment, I would like to introduce the word equip, because power is a great responsibility, and irrespective of a gender, whoever handles that power should be compassionate to the fellow beings. Otherwise, that will be a chaos. So we have to equip women as like men. So there should not be a gender discrimination for in the context of education or physical activities that that a human being should engage in. I accept that there are some biological aspects or difference that separate women and men, but that should not be a barrier for women to to get restricted in some kind of rules or laws. Maybe those rules have evolved because of the lack of technology or the inability of human being to counter the natural what you call disaster or natural forces. So as time changes and we evolve, the rules and the restriction should be erased as per the current situations. So when we look upon the current situations, we can dissect it into two, because the one thing is that there are certain areas of society where women are already empowered or equipped. I don't use the word empowerment, but they are equipped as same as men. So, but I can see there are some certain other part of the society where they are still under the influence of the ancient ideas that restricted women from stepping out of their home. So I'm not a social engineer, but viewing from the angle of a social engineer, these two concepts have to be taken care in different modes. If we are implementing a single rule for these, a single program for these two scenarios, that will not work in the right way. So for the women who are equipped, already equipped, they have to talk in favor of women. I can. It is unfortunate that some women who are holding better position in society, they deliberately, or maybe some of them are under the influence of the status quo kind of thing, and they will try to degrade those women who are not educated. But those kinds of attitude has to be changed. So this should come from the part of women itself, and from the part of men, you should consider the word opportunity. Every person, irrespective of a gender, should get equal opportunity in the society, in whatever stream or whatever what you call skill that human beings have to acquire. So every human being are different, and so is the capabilities and talents of the person. So and that should not be dependent on the gender. We can see people, women climbing mountains, as well as we can see women taking care of their family. And it should not be a compulsion, but it should be a choice of women to do what they like. So most of the time when the word female empowerment is discussed in the society, or female equipping female is discussed in the society, I always say that why should women remain in the home taking care of their children? And yeah, it's an argument, and that has to be discussed. But there are some women who, by choice, are taking that role. So, in that sense, it gives an idea that taking care of household is some kind of what you call slavery, or some kind of degraded work, and that's not the case. If for molding of a better society or better children, if somebody is taking extra care, and uh, that should be considered as a worthful work. And I don't consider that my mother has sacrificed, but she was taking his my mother has sacrificed her life, but she was taking the responsibility. There is no reason for sacrificing it. There is no reason that we should describe that as a sacrifice, but it's an empowered responsibility to take care of the children. And if she had a choice to work outside the household, and she had the willpower to do it, then nobody should restrict it. That should be the what you call outlook of the society, especially men whose uh, who's part who's the part of a patriarchal system. And I do believe that the words patriarchy, matriarchy, gynarchy, all those type of words has to be what you call we have to remove all those type of words, because um, uh, if giving power to a particular person of a particular part of the society will create imbalance in the society. So raising children is a collective responsibility, and it doesn't confine to not a woman, but both father and mother have the right to raise their child in a better way. And yeah, this is a choice. This is an era of choice. Women should have a choice according to their wish and their talent. And those who wish to raise a family, they together have to sacrifice something. They have to sacrifice their time. They have to, and they have, sometimes they have to sacrifice their dreams, because by birth, human beings are vulnerable and they are not capable of taking care of themselves up to certain age. So I hope that that age is 13 years, and up to 13 years, you have to take the responsibility of your children as a collective responsibility of both man and woman, or husband and wife. So that kind of equity should be should prevail in our society, and this all comes from the what you call unlearning. I was searching for that, but unlearning the all those programming that was fed into our minds 200 or 300 years before. Ago, 200 or 300 years ago. So that's a concept of women empowerment, or equipping women on yeah, from my side. And I should mention some of the eminent personalities who played a different role in leading the society. One is the Queen of Travancore, and I have a problem of her name is Sethu Lakshmi Bai, and it was at her time the electricity project was introduced in the Travancore, dynasty, and the Travancore dynasty belongs to Kerala. And you can have a research in internet. And of course, your dear friend Sushma Swaraj. I must remember her. It was a fabulous time that she. I don't know whole history of her political life, but as a foreign minister, I have been looking in. I researched a lot about her when she was carrying out doing as her role as foreign minister, and she was very successful in executing some of a great operations or bilateral what you call bilateral conversations from yeah so and yeah, and I belong to a state where India's first women judge was appointed, and her name is Anna Chandy. So these are the classic examples of women who were equipped and able to break down all those Lakshman Regas, which was drawn out around her, and as a concluding word, I must say that every woman should be able to draw a Lakshman Rega by herself, and that authority should be confined in woman. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. That was a lot which you shared with us. I have to thank Indrapal for listening very patiently to all the speakers. He's come to support us in what we're doing. And we are going beyond just thanking you. I would just like to say a couple of sentences from my end. A strong woman knows that she has strength enough for the journey. But woman of strength knows that it is the journey which will make her strong. So as a woman, I would rather take risks and fail than not taking the risk and losing out on my opportunities. And this goes for men also, but on this occasion, it goes best with women, that they take the risk, just move on. And as I always tell every trainee of mine, fail fast, because beyond failure, you have success. And just go ahead, trust yourself. The day you trust yourself and you show some result, your husband, your neighbors, your children, they're going to look up to you, and you are going to skyrocket their lives just by spearheading them. And this is what a woman is all about. You educate a woman, you educate an entire family. And that is what it is all about. Everything she does comes onto the dining table, and she kind of feeds everybody with her experiences and her growth story and her thought processes, and she takes everyone along with her to greater heights. A child will always listen to his mother, and if the mother herself is an example, nothing can stop their children from making the best out of their lives. And I think I've just culminated all the points that you all have put in together in these couple of lines. Bhargav and Indrapal, can you come on a video on mode, and we shall end this. Would be nice to smile at each other and end. If it is possible, I would like to see you, and if it is not, it's all right. Indrapal and Bhargav, are you listening to me? Yes, you are. Okay, Bhargav has reached wherever he had to. All right. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I had thought it's going to be a very short one, but I believe it has become 1 hour, 18 minutes program, kind of a full-fledged one. Bye-bye, guys.
Oh,
Happy Women's Day to all of us.
I have something to say.
You do? Okay.
So it was a precious moment sharing with all those people. Of course, it was a great opportunity that I am able to speak among some people outside my own territory. So
All of them are your territory now. We're all in the same group. So that is why we're all
yeah,
family now.
I owe my gratitude to all those people who listen to me, and I owe my gratitude to Sapna Narayan, who gave me a fabulous exposure to the people, as well as an opportunity to speak among all those enthusiasts of learning.
Indeed, they're all enthusiasts, and we have to thank Bhargav for exposing us to Himachal Pradesh behind him. The
Yeah,
beautiful scenic Himachal behind him.
Definitely. And as a learner, I always urge to people or ask to people that nobody is perfect and sky is the limit for everyone.
Indeed, indeed.
Perspective
For
of-
everyone, sky's the limit. It's not only women, it's you guys.
So
Sky's the
I
limit for
would
you
like
also.
to get the feedback. So I would like to get the feedback, and if there is any mistake or a point of disappointment.
Oh, no, 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 no. This was all sharing of thoughts, and we'll get back to that in the
Definitely
on the group,
Thank
Clubhouse or this.
Thank you, everyone. And
All right, Gagai, bye. Gagai, why I'm saying Gagai?
Bye.
Why Gagai? It's bye-bye. Bye, guys. Thank you, Indrapal. I shall end this session. 3, 2, 1. Like always.